All right, I was told to talk about one of our themes that we had in our mission trip, but I don't really know what theme I'm supposed to talk about, so I'm just going to talk about something on the trip that was cool. I went to a mission trip last year and this year, and I think easily one of the coolest things is when we get noticed for doing our service. So, I mean, it's still cool knowing that we're helping people. But I mean, when people notice that we're helping them, it makes it all that much more special. So one of the days we were working at a park in Inglewood, California, and we were clearing up brush from an overgrown train track that was out of service. And the city workers were helping us there, and we had a group of kids working on it. And walking down the train tracks came this woman, and she walked up and she started talking to us. And she was telling us about how she was a commissioner for the city there, and that she's been talking to the city for months and months trying to get this area cleaned up. And she said that it was so cool to see us cleaning it up finally, and seeing this group of kids from Minnesota, halfway across the country, coming and helping their city clean up. And just having someone recognize you like that, I mean, it makes you feel pretty good about yourself.
So yesterday on the bus ride back from California, Brett came up to me and he asked me if I would speak today, and he read me the list of the themes from the trip. And I said, Moxie. I'm going to talk about Moxie. And I said, now what does that mean? And the way that he explained it to me is Moxie is something that you're good at, and he wanted me to talk about sort of finding out what you're good at and how you knowing your own gifts. So I was thinking about that. And over the course of the trip, I said grace for almost every meal as a group, and I prayed a lot for the group. So I guess, I found out over the trip that I guess I'm kind of good at praying / talking to in front of people. So that's a gift that I found over the trip. And I guess that's good. But yeah, so I think a lot of people found a lot of gifts over the trip. I know we all probably feel like we're better at serving people because we did a ton of that, and it's kind of hard not to get good at something you do as much as we did that. Yeah. So, Moxie.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you.
I, like Andrew, didn't have a clue of any of the themes were, so I'm kind of doing my own thing here. One of the nights, we went to help out at a homeless shelter in downtown LA. And it wasn't in like the friendliest of neighborhoods, so I was a little frightened at that point. And I was helping serve food right at the front, and secondary job was to let people who need to get into the kitchen in because the door was locked from the outside, so random homeless people couldn't walk in on things. And there was one person who came by. Oh, beforehand, I was told not to let anybody in unless they had like a badge or looked like they worked there. And so this one person came by, and he asked to be let in, and he didn't have anything he's street clothes, didn't really have any identifying marks. And I told him I needed to see some identification, and then he just started yelling at me. I didn't know what to do. And luckily, one of the other guys that worked there came by and saved me from this and let him in. He apparently worked down the front desk or something. And the whole point of this is, the reason I didn't let him in is because I was scared. I was scared that it was some weird, creepy homeless dude coming in to steal food or beat me up or something. And I shouldn't have been scared, because no matter really what happens, we are allowed to do things that are beyond our comfort zone, because God is always watching out for us. And through him we have eternal life. So, in the end, what's there really to be scared of?
Okay, I guess I was kind of the only one somewhat prepared for this. Okay. Well, last year we had a motto, and it was, "Did you rake? Random acts of kindness everywhere." And this year we really didn't have one, but some weird way on the bus there, we ended up finding one, and it was "Dut." It was just a saying that just kind of grew from there, and it actually fit in with our service projects very well. Most of the time we would just rake and pick up garbage, and then there would be dirt underneath it, so we'd have to clean that up. And as with getting 3 showers a day, or 3 showers in the week, how dirty we were. And so on our first day there, we split into 3 groups, and one group went to a park and painted, and then another went to the yard, which was full of dirt. Honestly, there was nothing there, no grass, nothing. And then another group stayed back at the church to clean the kitchen. The second day, a group again stayed back at the kitchen and cleaned, and the rest of us went out and, like Andrew said, raked by a train track. We did the same thing the third day, and the fourth day, we were with dirt again. And a silly saying that started in the beginning ended up just being an important word on our time out in LA. And as a little kid, I was always taught that God created everything: water, sun, trees, and us. But I have never thought about dirt as being an important factor of the creation story. I'd just like to thank everyone who donated money for all of us to go on our trip, and thank you for all of you guys for going on it, and I'm glad that I got to know you and create new friends.